Hey there, happy Friday. Talked about values yesterday. If you're all about it, if you want to know how to live your best life, then watch this, because I think this is a really, really important point. We talked about values yesterday. I gave you one activity that I thought was really beneficial in understanding your values. Now, why are values important? Well, we all have values, right? We all have values that determine the direction that we take in life. But if we're not consciously aware of our true values, then perhaps we're not living as intentfully as we'd like. Perhaps we're not living our fullest life. And I think this is really why it's important to make sure you're aware of your values. Now, I went through that activity last night and I thought about this thing that I talked about years ago on my podcast. I think I wrote a blog about it as well. And it's about be, do, have. Most people approach life in the reverse, have, do, be. So they go, this is what I want. I want to have the nice car, the house, the family, whatever it might be. Then they go out there and do the activities, the things they think they need to do to get that. And then they end up being a certain way based on that course of action that got them there, right? But often they end up being in a place where they're not entirely happy. And you probably hear about this all the time. A lot of successful people, a lot of wealthy people aren't really that happy because they've approached it in the wrong manner. And this is what I think values will help you achieve, is approach life in the be, do, have model. How do you want to be in life? How do you want to feel? What is your future vision? If you can focus on those things and really think about how that will look, then you'll have these activities and tasks and things that you do to get there. And once you do those things, you'll have everything that you need, right? Now, it might be a bit conceptual, but have a think about that for a while. I think it's a really important tool. So when you're writing your values, also think about your future. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year vision? Where do you want to end up in life? And how do you want to feel? I did this years ago and I remember doing it and going, you know what? I don't need all those things that I thought I needed to live the kind of life that I want to live. And I think you might discover that too. And when you discover that, you go, well, these things I don't actually need to do anymore. They're not important to where I want to be. And that's why this value exercise is really important. I hope that helps you. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend ahead. We'll talk soon.